A lot going on.
We're bringing back 2 cents or something.
Wow. The cents are back.
Wow, you picked a good night. You really
Cents are
did.
back.
A sense. I'll tell you what. The vibes are there. The Patriots are somehow 1-0. The BC Eagles didn't embarrass themselves in Missouri. Actually, I should have won that game today. They blew that. But anyway, they were close. One game on the road doesn't kill you. The Stingers bent over. What, 6-0?
7-0.
7-0.
It could have been 17-0.
Yeah, I wasn't
That's
there.
how many balls hit the crossbar.
According to him, like 6 or 7 hit the goalposts or the crossbar or whatever.
And then the 12U boys won 7-0 too. And
Johnny's won 7-0.
that could have been 13.
And to cap it off, the Clover Hill Bulldogs, Stonewall, ready for this? The Gordon Patriots.
Ooh.
Stonewall, 23-0, and ready for this?
Ooh.
They won 23-0. They didn't run a single offensive play in the entire third quarter.
What, they were like intercepting? Or just...
No. The other team, you're supposed to have a 40-second play clock. They were taking 55 seconds to a minute, and the refs never called it. They literally spent half of that.
Another great throw. Holy shit.
They literally spent half that quarter in the huddle of the Gordon Patriots, all for naught, as they got stonewalled by the Bulldogs. And the little guy, the A-Train, got it in and got his first tackle, shucks the receiver like he's yesterday's garbage, and then takes him out with the safety. Oh, it was ugly.
Go, Anthony.
So, for first of many for the A-Train. Very proud of him tonight. He got in there, and they're 1-1 now. So, we went 3-0 today in the neighborhood. That's wonderful.
Dude, and this kid in Georgia, my God, this camera angle is showing you how difficult this job is of quarterbacking. They don't usually show this angle, do they? Or do I just not watch enough ABC?
They have the angle. All networks have it, but they don't usually stay behind it.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll show pre-snap like this, but they'll go that sideline camera.
They're showing the entire play.
Yeah, they're right from the end,
it.
from behind. It's like playing the video game.
Right. You're seeing what the quarterback sees. You're seeing how far actually 20 yards is. 30 yards. A 20-yard pass, most normal people can't throw the ball that far.
No. Anyway, welcome back to the sack on a slug 'em back, sack 'em down, slug 'em in the puss mouth Saturday. That is the redoubtable one. Thomas J. Izzo, the highly questioned one, argument that your IDD. For those of you who know, I don't disagree. I don't know if we're going to disagree on a lot of shit tonight.
Dude, here's
a lot of crazy stuff
Here's
going
the thing. I know it's that time of year. It's football time. But for me, if the season ended today in the majors, the Mets would make the playoffs.
Which would make your
prediction. The Mets
prediction.
have been the best team in baseball since May 30th. Mm-hmm. Like 25 games over.
Yeah. They are
I'm going to
rolling.
say more positive than negative tonight about the Mets, but I'm just going to start with the negative just to get it off.
There's a negative? Mm-hmm. I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah. No, so I'm not going to say the sky is falling. Last night they stomped the Phillies. It was amazing.
They're playing the Phillies.
It was amazing.
Really good, by the way.
Really good. The Phillies have the best record in all of the majors.
They're really good.
They're probably the best team in the league.
No, that's the Dodgers. If they're healthy.
The Dodgers are getting bent over by the Braves on a daily basis lately.
If that team is healthy, my money's on them. But anyway, go on.
No team's healthy right now, by the way.
At the postseason, I'm saying. They're not healthy now. But if they are in a month,
they won't be.
They won't.
They already have pitching that's down. So what you're getting right now is not full-time Dodgers. The Phillies are the best team right now.
Not if the Mets are doing what you claim they're doing to them.
Well, so last night we beat them. We were beating them 11-0 or 10-0, and Francisco Lindor hits a double, and he runs into second base, and instead of sliding, he tries to slow down, and then avoid the tag, and then turn, and he hurts his back. They pull him from the game. He doesn't play today.
Yeah.
It's the first game he's missed all year. Okay. This is an Iron Man. He doesn't fuck around. He does not miss games. He misses 4 games. It's a big deal. Mm-hmm. So he missed the game today. And I was like, fuck. Like, he is our MVP. He's arguably the MVP. We can't have that happen right now. Not in the middle of the wild.
Is it day to day, or is it they didn't have to say anything? Because usually if a guy's out, but he dress him, he's day to day. If he was in street clothes?
No, he dressed. But he didn't come into pinch hit. There were times he could have come. So it's like, now look, if he is sore, that's smart.
Yeah.
I'm just scared. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's gone, it sucks. Now then today though, the vibes are good. They call up Ronald Acuna Jr.'s little brother.
Okay.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Yep.
You know Ronald Acuna.
Yes.
Probably top 2-3 players in the league. He's gotten hurt past couple of years, but
by the way, not to cut him off, but I want to zoom in and let you see the Dr. Brown. Tommy, I said before the air, as you'll see through the course of the evening, I will point out the multiple grand slams hit by the Redoubtable in this evening. This is grand slam number 1. This is at the plate first time, bang, clocks it over left field wall.
Let me get this Met shit out. Let me get this Met
Dr. Brown, best cream soda.
Held him to a field goal. That's big for Kentucky.
Kentucky, Georgia on upset alert. Bang, back to the Mets.
Back to the Mets. So we call Ronald Angel Acuna up. He looks good. He got 2 hits today in his first at-bat. First rookie at-bat for a Met all year.
Really?
First
all year, huh?
Yeah. Huh. They've kept all the youngins down developing.
Okay.
So he comes up. Look, the Mets come out fast start, 4-0. Boom, 3rd inning.
Yeah.
And then, they don't do shit for the rest of the game.
And
they
lose?
end up losing 6-4. 6-4. So look, you go out tomorrow, you beat them, you win 2 out of 3. It's just
in Philly?
In Philly. It's just you hate to lose on an opportunity. You're up 4 runs.
Yeah.
That's your game. You know what I'm saying? And there was a couple times that a man on third with less than 2 outs couldn't get him in. But again, I'm not down on the Mets. I just wish we would have gotten the win today.
Philly did that. A lot of other teams couldn't have. We're being honest right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but see, the Mets left the door open, and Philly's good enough to say thank you.
You don't leave the door open with Philly,
right? And then you give up 2 home runs to Bryce Harper, which kind of gets on my nerves because it's almost like Aaron Judge in the Yankee lineup. Like I'm not letting Aaron Judge hit home runs. I'm not letting Bryce Harper a solo shot. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
He gave up a solo shot.
Yep.
The second time, he walked Trey Turner to get to Harper, and Harper hit a 2-run bomb.
Harper hit 2 home runs?
Yes.
I didn't see it. That's why
Yeah. So that pissed me off. But again, the Mets have been amazing. The thing, this is what I'm most positive about. It reminds me of something you were saying about the Celtics headed into the playoffs.
Okay.
So this is why I'm positive about the Mets right now, because they seem to have the hardest schedule of all the remaining wildcard teams. So San Diego, Arizona, Atlanta, and the Mets.
Yeah.
They play 7, and they've already played 2, but 7 with the Phillies, 3 with Atlanta, and 3 with the Brewers. That's tough.
That's tough.
But here's why I'm positive.
That's fucking tough.
Here's why I'm positive. Because if we go through that stretch and we make the playoffs, I know we're ready for the playoffs. It's kind of how you wanted the Celtics to play the Knicks and beat the Knicks, because if they beat the Knicks, you'd know.
Well, I thought if they ran into Denver.
Right.
Denver's a big physical team, and when the Knicks have everybody, that's kind of what they are.
Right.
So, but the Knicks play better defense than Denver could ever hope
to play.
But
you knew if Boston beat them, they're serious.
They're ready for Denver.
They're serious.
Because I think that to me, the Knicks are a tougher test for Boston than Denver is if Boston's playing smart.
Right.
So if they went through them and the Knicks were at full strength, I would have been very confident if it was.
You were
Denver,
hoping for that.
I was. It didn't.
Yeah.
Neither one got there at the end of the day. But I mean. I figured Denver. It's going to be Denver and Boston.
But this is the way I'm looking at it for the Mets. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, we got a hard schedule. We're not going to make it." I'm like, "No, we can beat these teams. We have beat good teams throughout the year."
Yeah.
But my thing is, if we survive this stretch and get in, that means we can actually do something in the playoffs.
Well, you battle tested.
Exactly.
Because those teams are fighting for shit too,
right?
And they're good.
Those teams are supposedly better than us.
Yeah, but they're not. None of their shit's locked up.
Right.
They're fighting too. So
we're fighting for our lives.
I'm saying you're getting their A game. Mm-hmm. They're not. Oh, we've got this wrapped up. Let's take. No, they're getting their A game.
Everybody needs it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's better than they had everything sewn up.
We got 3 games with Washington sandwiched in between all of that. So
because everybody needs a break.
Well, no, but here's the thing about Washington.
Actually, they're not as bad as they were last year.
No, they're one of those. I tell you how I hate these teams. Yeah. You suck all year. You call up a bunch of guys who, half of them might be studs, half of them might never see the fucking game again, and they play like, the 1926 Yankees.
Yep.
Right? These guys that have no pressure. The manager starts managing like he's fucking, Joe Torre in the late 90s.
Might be a 3-cigar night. But anyway, go on. We haven't listened there, too.
He's not listening to a word I'm
saying.
I
am.
No, you're not.
I am. Go on.
No. I was just talking about how they play Washington.
No, they're that team that
they
show up for them, but they suck for
They show up when there's nothing on the line. because there's no pressure.
Yeah.
And their manager manages like he's fucking, Sparky Anderson in the fucking 1981 World Series. When in reality, he couldn't manage his way out of the fucking bullpen.
Normally, they look like the 24 White Sox.
No, you know what?
But then my team shows up, and then the 26 Yankees.
It's just funny when it's just hilarious to me when a team that's 20 games under 500 and it has 10 games left and they're hitting and running.
They should be packing their bags.
Right, they're stealing bases. They're bunting for base hits. They're doing all this weird wacky. The guys bringing in lefty righty matchups in their bullpen. It's like go home.
Seriously, for these teams right now, let's be honest. Right, it's P&P, palm trees, and pina coladas.
Right.
That's where their head is at. And if it's not, they're not human because
they stunk all year. Don't try to be good now.
Yeah. Take your lousy $12 million a year if you're the bottom guy on the roster and go sit in the sun for 5 months and just bang every hot thing in sight because you're a professional athlete.
Just let us win.
Oh. Anyway. All right, so that's the negative. What's the positive?
No, I just gave you the positive.
Okay.
The positive. You didn't even hear it.
No, that sounded a little negative. those teams. No, if you can go through those.
No, I was saying that a lot of people are seeing their tough schedule as a negative. I see it as a positive.
I agree with you on that.
Because it is 100% going to prepare them for the playoffs.
I would,
Because you don't want to back your way in.
By the way, if it goes the other way and they mop the floor, they just didn't play anybody. They were all packing their bags. Mm-hmm. You'd say that.
What do you mean?
What? No, if the schedule was easy and they had a bunch of cream puzzles and they mowed them down, people would say, well, they haven't been tested in a month and a half.
True.
So you can't. I'm saying. So to me, this is much better.
Yeah.
And they're also playing
but
for
beyond
something.
what people will say, you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see that they're fucking. And I think they are.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking. They're playing good baseball. And different
this
guys.
actually happened with the Celtics because everybody kept getting injured, but the Celtics did what they were supposed to do. They mowed them down.
Yeah.
And then when Dallas showed up, everybody's like, well, the Celtics haven't played a real team yet. Actually, an NBA, who was the donkey who said this? Oh, it was Nick Wrong. Probably, of all the dumbest things Nick Wrong has ever said, this was the wrongest. He goes, by the time the Celtics wake up and realize they're playing a real team, they'll be down 3-1. This is him talking about the Mavericks.
Dude, he always says
dumb
shit.
A donkey. That was Max Kellerman. That was the equivalent of Max Kellerman's Brady falling off a cliff. That's what that was.
Well, no, it's the same kind of guy, though.
It is.
It's the
donkey.
exact same card. No,
donkey.
They're playing a character. There's no way they believe half the shit they say.
I don't know.
How the fuck did they think the Celtics were going to be down 3-1 to the Mavs?
Do you know how many times Nick Wright has been wrong? I call him Nick Wrong.
But I think
for a
he
reason.
does it as your
He's never right. So either he's an incredible actor or he's actually what he appears to be, an idiot.
A fraud.
A fraud. With a he got a degree in journalism, so put him on TV.
I got a degree in journalism, too.
You're smarter than him on your dumbest day.
Well, yeah.
On your stonedest, most intoxicated fucking day.
Well, I don't know about
Nick
that.
Young can't hang from your ball
Here's
sack.
the thing.
Stop
if
it.
I was on TV as much as Nick Wrong, I'd be fucking Tommy Wrong. I'm already Tommy Wrong.
No, even at your wrongest, you're not him. You're still not him.
Your wrongest is better than his rightest.
Yes. If you were ever actually right. So.
Yeah. So,
hey, man,
Mets, I'm staying positive on the Mets.
You should be positive. You said they've been the best team in baseball the past 3 fucking months.
That's not
a fluke anymore.
That's not a...
Remember, 1's a fluke, 2's a trend, 3's a what?
3's a fucking pattern.
These are a problem. And it is a problem.
Well, no, I mean... Yeah, they've been doing it 3 months. It's no longer, are they one of the better teams?
They're going to be, if they get through this.
See, if they hadn't had an April/May
as
one of the worst
stretch,
teams,
like he says, say they're 500 or a little over 500, they get through that stretch, and they get in, they are going to be a problem.
They need to be over 500.
Yeah, but say they
actually need to win every series from here on out.
They're all 3 games.
Pardon me. I think they could. So. After this 3-game set with Philly, they go home 3 with Washington, and they stay home 4 with Philly. They've got to at least split that.
Yeah.
But I think they kind of need 3.
If they sweep Washington, then give them a split. Sweep Washington.
Sweeping Washington is not a foregone conclusion.
I'm saying, so you're expecting them to drop 1. So if they sweep them, they can get away with a split.
That's a good point. But they also got to win tomorrow. You got to win Sunday
Who's pitching
against
tomorrow?
Philly. It's David Peterson, who's been amazing.
Okay.
He's been our best pitcher.
All right, that's good. That's the guy you want to close out a big series.
He was like 9-1, and he just had a hiccup. So hopefully
this is the guy you want in this game. So good. All right, so it's lined up.
And they got one of their young pitchers who they locked up for several years. He's been good, but I don't know. I feel like we could hit him.
We'll see if
Lindor is back.
I don't disagree.
Baseball's still going strong, baby.
Anyway, that's going to do it for segment 1. We'll come back. Segment 2, college football. There's a Donnie going on right now, and we'll go through Notre Dame. Got to talk about that. I mean, and hey, Colorado right now has answered the bell to this point. And I got to give them credit for that because we didn't have to, after how they got bent over by the Cornhuskers, we didn't know. They, at least so far, they've shown up.
I'm saying, but Colorado State has similar talent to them.
2-1 is 2-1, Tom. You got to win. You got to just beat who's in front of you. If that's the cliche. I can only play who's in front of me. Beat them. Last year they beat you. Think about that. And they beat you on your field. So to return the favor on their field, that would be significant. Anyway, segment 2 coming right up.